This is the video you must watch before you even put a parental monitoring app on your kid's device. And if you so happened to have already put parental monitoring on your kid's device, then you must watch this. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm CyberFareedah. I'm an award-winning Forbes 30 Under 30 online safety educator, helping you protect your kids online. And one of the most egregious errors I see parents make time and time again is two things in particular. It's trust and it's security. The number one thing you need before you put a parental monitoring app, or even if you have it, is trust with your kids. If you don't have a trustworthy relationship with your kids, then that parental monitoring app is going to destroy your kids' online safety, their security, your relationship, and honestly, your mental health and their mental health. I want to, for a second, talk about what's even worse than not having trust with your kids and putting a parental monitoring app on their devices, is if your kids don't even know that you're putting it there in the first place. Never ever install an app in stealth mode in a way that they can't see that the app is running. They don't know that you're monitoring them. That is the worst thing that you can do for their security and their safety and your relationship. Let me put it this way. If you're monitoring your kids, they don't know you're monitoring them, chances are they're going to get into something, whether it's a behavior or an incident or an activity that you don't like or is not good or is inappropriate. And you're going to eventually have to talk to your kid about what you saw. How can you speak to your kids about what you saw and allow them to change their behavior or see why the behavior is not good when they didn't even know that you're watching them in the first place? So now you're not able to have an effective conversation where they can change their behavior or change their point of view on something. Now they're focused on, my parent just destroyed my trust. I can't trust them. I don't know who this person is. And so now everything that you wanted with security and safety is just not present. I've had parents tell me it's totally okay to monitor my kids without them knowing. All I have to do is just not get caught. I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible, because I don't believe in parent shaming. I believe in raising awareness and giving space for people to grow and do what they need to do, what's best for their lives and their kids' lives. However, when you're coming from a mindset of, my kids are not going to catch me, as long as I don't get caught, I'm totally good to go, you're not operating from a space of, I'm caring about my kids' safety and security, and I really want what's the best for them, and I'm trying to give them the tools and resources and information to understand how to protect themselves as they get older. You're operating from a space of control, a space of fear, and that is not a good space when you're really trying to protect your kids online. There is just no way that you can protect your kids online without having a good, healthy relationship. I'm not saying that you have to be best friends. I'm not saying that you guys are telling each other your deepest and darkest secrets and feelings and opinions. All I'm saying is that you have to have a trustworthy and respectful relationship that goes two ways, because you're raising a human being that needs to know how to protect themselves online. What are they learning from a relationship with their parent where they can't trust them, they're being monitored, their thoughts and opinions don't matter, they cannot say no, consent does not matter? What are we teaching kids when that is their reality? You have to have an open conversation with your kids about why the parental monitoring is there, how long it's going to last, because it can't last forever, because you're raising a kid. The kid is going to eventually become into a young adult, and the young adult eventually needs to become an adult. So they need that freedom and that guidance from you and not the control. The younger your kids are when you're monitoring them, the better. But as your kids get older, it's going to be even more difficult, because now they're becoming a young adult and within reason. So you have to decide, is this even worth me monitoring them if we've already established a trust, a great relationship, a healthy relationship, and they have done nothing to tell me otherwise? I know every family is different, so no matter what you choose, you must have trust and integrity in a healthy relationship no matter what. Another thing you want to think about is the security of the parental monitoring apps. Not all parental monitoring apps are created equal. Not all of them actually care about your kids. A lot of them may have vulnerabilities or have a way where a hacker or predator can access the app and track your kids, and they can use those for crazy purposes. So I highly recommend that you look at the app, look it up, and see, do they have any security issues, any privacy issues, any safety issues? Do they actually care about security and safety, or are they just really trying to make money? And the main thing you need is trust and security and a great connection, healthy connection with your kid. You should never, ever be relying on parental monitoring apps or parental control apps to protect your kids online. Ever. shouldn't happen. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind on it. Now, I made an entire video about why parental controls do not work. So if you're interested in the topic of parental controls versus parental monitoring, why they work, why they do not work, which is that particular video, then click the video that is linked right now.